Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to you as well. My name is Jennifer and this is my channel. So there are quite a few things that I want to talk about. I've decided to add an additional You Said It, I Read It video to my week. Usually I just do these on Fridays, but Tuesday is going to be a busy day for me. So I decided on Monday evening, it's Monday evening right now, to go ahead and film an additional one and talk about some things that have been on my mind. There are a couple things that I've been kind of wanting to talk about, but not doing it because it is drama. But it's my own drama. It's no one, well, it does involve other people, but it's about me. And I have ignored it for a long time, and I think that now is the time to address it. And then after I address it and I put it out there into the universe, I will no longer have to acknowledge it or defend myself or explain myself. And I can just move on from there because the situation has gotten quite ridiculous. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So let's start by reading some of your comments, and then in a little bit we will get to the topic that I wanted to talk about. The first comment comes from Millie Soto, and Millie said, "Oh my God, I made this today," and that was the Can You Keto It pumpkin bread, the 90-second keto bread. And she said, "Oh my God, I made this today and I loved it. Made the icing and added butter to your icing recipe. Yummy. Thank you." That's awesome to hear. I'm so glad that you tried it and that you liked it. That is amazing. I'm always glad to hear that. I do like the feedback from you guys to know how you like, especially the recipes, because sometimes recipes I can mess up and mine don't always turn out really well, but that was definitely one of the recipes that I made that turned out really well, and I was happy that Millie's did as well, so that is awesome. Thank you for letting me know about that, Millie. So oddly enough, one of my videos from a long time ago is still getting a lot of views, and that is the video that actually has over 100,000 views on it. I'm not sure what the view count is right now, but that is what a morbidly obese woman really eats in a day. And that was not like a binge day. I was not showing you unhealthy foods. A lot of people got the idea that that was a depiction of what I ate when I was off track. That was a depiction of what I ate, healthy foods that I had. I don't know if they're actually, if you can say they're healthy foods. They're just food that at the time I was doing, I was just counting calories. I'm not sure exactly what I was doing at that time. I've done so many diets and roller coaster of things that I've tried that I don't remember what I was doing, but the food that I had on hand fit into the diet plan that I was on at the time. And it wasn't like I didn't have snack foods, I didn't have bad foods. I think I had banana bread with cream cheese, was a sort of not good food. And I don't even remember what else I ate. But a lot of people got the idea that I was lying about that because I didn't show you like McDonald's or lots of chips or cookies or whatever, but that wasn't I think it was at Christmas time actually, because that's why I had the banana bread. But that wasn't a depiction of a binge day. That was just what I ate when I was not counting calories and when I just ate when I was hungry and ate as much as I wanted. So Aiden Alexander commented and said, "There is no way in any kind of hell that this is all she eats. This is just what she's showing. I'm sure there is much more." On that day, that was all I ate. On a binge day, absolutely not. That's not all I eat. On a binge day, I eat thousands and thousands and thousands of calories. I have never ever totaled up on a binge day, a bad day, how many calories I eat. I would probably be shocked and quite embarrassed if I did that. But absolutely not. That's not what I eat on a binge day. But that's what I ate on that day. So I do, like I said, I do get a lot of comments still on that video, even though it's a very old video. All right, our next comment comes from Sue Jones, and Sue says, check out the book by Dr. Ken Berry that wrote the book. The title of the book is called Lies My Doctor Told Me. He has quite a few podcasts. Since you say you're into them, check those out as well. He is awesome and honest, and enjoy. So that is cool. I will definitely check him out. I didn't know. I'm familiar with who he is. I'm not as familiar with him as I am Dr. Berg, but I do know who he is, and I am definitely interested in that because I think we're all aware that the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors are a little biased when it comes to healing yourself and healing your body. They want to push the big pharma on us because it makes them money, and when there are holistic ways that we can heal ourselves, not all the time. There are specific cases where you do need medical intervention and Western kind of medicine, but there are a lot of things that we can do for our body to heal ourselves naturally, and I'm getting little by little into that. I'm not like, big into that, but I do want to check out that more in the future. So thank you for that. I will definitely check that out. I do love podcasts, so I didn't know he had podcasts, so I'll definitely check that out. A lot of people were commenting on the way I pronounce words. If you have been around long enough, you know that my word pronunciations are not always correct. They are kind of my gen speak, and I think it has a lot to do with accents. I am from West Virginia, as we all know, and sometimes we don't have the best grammar up here in these old hills. I think a couple people were saying about tuberculosis, and I know that there is a proper pronunciation of it, and BG says it's tuberculosis. I'm sure that BG is correct, that that's the way you pronounce it, but I just say tuberculosis, and I don't know if that's right. I'm not doubting their knowledge, but it's just how I say things. A lot of people were commenting on that, and when I said the word coincidence, that's just how I say it. So, like I said, I am aware that it's probably not correct, but it's just me, and that's just how I talk. So I apologize to all the grammar police out there who can be a little bit triggered by that. I know that there are things that I hear people say that trigger me as well, and I'm like, why do they say that way? So I get it, and I'm not mad, and I think it's funny how different people pronounce different words different ways. So thank you for correcting me on that pronunciation, BG. The next comment comes from a subscriber or a viewer named A, and that is the only letter on their name is just A. And A says, I just watched a video by Zachary Michael about your comments about that nightmare Chantal. I loved it. I totally agreed with everything you said. You go, girl. I just subscribed and look forward to more of your videos. Best wishes. So thank you very much to A. I thank you for your subscription. I am very glad that you found something that you liked in my channel, and I appreciate you stopping by. So since A mentioned Zachary Michael in their comment, I figured that this is a good time to kind of segue into the more serious topic that I want to talk about, spilling my tea, and this is going to be some drama. I realize that some of you guys do not appreciate the drama. I normally don't, but I have been sitting on this for a very long time. I have wanted on many occasions to address this, and I just haven't. But I think it's time now, and so I can address it and then put it to sleep and move forward. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to Zachary Michael for using my video and his video and kind of like reviewing or reacting to my video, segments of my video. I thought it was really cute how when he said that I was a sweet person, but I had a tendency to ramble, and I perfectly okay with that. There is no offense taken in that whatsoever, because he's right. I ramble on and on and on about absolutely nothing, and I'm doing it right now. But there's not much that I don't think that there's probably anything that Zachary could say that I would take offense to, because I just think he's amazing. And I do acknowledge that after the first time he shouted me out, kind of when he mentioned me on his video, this has been probably a year or so ago, I did do well for a while, and then I got off track, and I kind of said F you to my doctors, and I kind of took my health in my own hands, and that was a big mistake, and I was off track for a long time. And we all know the history of being off track. The things that I did, I lied about losing weight, I lied about binging, and I fully acknowledge that. So this kind of, it really doesn't have anything to do with Zachary Michael himself, but I did watch his video. So after I watched his video, I kind of scrolled through the comments, and there's a common theme in his comments regarding me, as well on Callie's Life of a Free Spirit, when she did the video on me. There's usually one common comment that pops up quite regularly, and it is something that I have addressed before, and it just kind of keeps coming up. And I know that there are going to be people who, no matter what I say, don't believe me. And that's partly because I lied about my binging, and I get that. But then there are also people who just aren't going to believe me because they've already made their minds up. And this has to do with the fact that people say that I'm lying about having cancer. So I mentioned quite a while ago when I first started my channel, I was diagnosed with stage 1 uterine cancer. I was staged by my symptoms. I was not able to have an MRI because of my weight, and I'm not able to have surgery at the moment because of my weight. So I was treated with hormone therapy, which was an IUD, and that stops the progression of the cancer in a perfect circumstances, and fortunately it has. It does not stop the spread of the cancer if it was to spread somewhere else. So as the time went by, I don't mention my cancer overly on my channel. I don't like make it a main point of my channel, because I feel that there are so many people who are battling serious cases of cancer, who are very sick and who struggle very hard with cancer, and me not being very symptomatic. I don't want it to be, that's why one of the reasons why I don't mention it a lot is because I don't want people saying that I'm using it for sympathy. It just happens to be what I'm dealing with right now, a health concern that I'm dealing with that I need to have taken care of. A lot of people I have seen in my comments have said that I deleted all the videos that I've talked about having cancer, and I just don't mention it anymore because I don't want my new viewers to know. And I have not deleted any of my videos. I have not privated any of my videos. My videos are still where they're at. They're still, if you look back, you'll find the videos that I talked about it. And like I said, I just don't mention it a lot because I don't want to make it a focal point of my channel. And eventually, when I go have my MRI, when I have treatment for the cancer, I am going to take you guys with me, and you will see me doing those things. But I kind of have to touch on how this whole thing started. And I don't know if the whole thing started with this, but this was about the time when I started getting a lot of hate, and a lot of people started coming to my channel calling me a liar. And that was when Shaquana Jefferson the lovely human being that she is, and I hope that everybody is seeing their sarcasm in that comment, decided that she was going to make videos about me, which is fine. I don't care who says what about me. You can make as many videos as you want about me. It doesn't bother me. But in her videos, I did watch one of her videos about me, and she was just so sure. And if somebody has an opinion, it's completely fine. But she was telling people that I was definitely lying about having cancer. It wasn't just her opinion. She knew that I was lying. I don't know how she would know something like that when she's never seen my medical records. She doesn't know me from Adam. She just knows me from a video. What she watches on YouTube. I don't know what has made her a expert in the medical field. Obviously, she doesn't know the new advances in medicine and the research of how uterine cancer is being treated these days, especially for younger women who are diagnosed who still want to have children. That's why younger women who are diagnosed with uterine cancer in the early stages are treated with an IUD, because when they still want to have children, that gives them the option of delaying the cancer, and so it doesn't keep progressing, so they can have children and then have the hysterectomy or whatever other kind of treatment it is to treat the cancer. So I just debated back and forth on whether I should make a video and use her name in the video and call her out on her crap. I think we all know what kind of a vile human being Shaquana Jefferson is by now. And I really don't care. I know this is drama, but I'm just telling you what I feel, because I've wanted to say this for a very long time. And I knew that there would come a time when she would just let her colors show, and everybody knows what kind of a person she is now, of the things she said and the way she has treated other YouTubers. It's just ugly. And so I'm glad I didn't say anything, because she just kind of set her path and she put her foot in her own mouth. But there were still those people who believe those lies, those people who have run with that and who are spreading those lies. And it's absolutely not the truth. I am not lying about it. And I know my word is not going to be good enough for most people. And even no matter what kind of proof I would show some people, they would never believe me. But with that being said, I think I owe it to the YouTube community that does watch me, my viewers and subscribers, especially those ones who may have questions or who may have some doubt and want to know if I am telling the truth. I am not comfortable showing my medical records on the internet. I don't think that that's a safe thing to do. I'm not going to give you my doctor's names. I'm not going to do anything like that. But there are two people that I trust with this information, and that is Callie from Life of a Free Spirit and Zachary Michael. I trust both of them completely. And actually Callie already has this information. She and I spoke about this a couple weeks ago right after she did her video, and I sent her some proof right after that. I sent her the paperwork from the insurance company that showed my doctor, my oncologist, the amount that was paid for my hormone treatments and the pathology when I was at the hospital I was at. So all that stuff I already sent her. And I told her that I am more than willing to provide her with copies of my medical records to prove that what I am saying is the truth. And so I didn't really, she didn't say if she actually wanted the rest of that information. She wasn't like ignoring me or anything. She just didn't say if she wanted it, and I didn't know if I should just send it to her. So then today, when the Zachary Michael video come out, it created there were so many people saying that I was lying about having cancer in his comments, And I don't feel that it's my place to go into somebody else's channel and start drama on their channel, defending myself and saying things. I just don't think that that's right. So that's why I felt that now is the time to come out on my channel and publicly say, like I said, I got on the hospital website where I was diagnosed, where I had my biopsy from, the pathology reports, the all my medical records. Everything is like online now, which is mind-blowing because I'm that old that I remember when it wasn't. When things were actually on like film. That's how old I am. But I did get on there and I took screenshots of all my medical records where it says that I have cancer, that I was diagnosed with cancer, the medical findings, the pathology reports, and I did send them to her. I don't know if she's read them yet, but if she watches this video, you have them, Callie. And I am more than welcome to, or I'm more than willing to send them to Zachary Michael as well. If either of them would want to make a video confirming what I sent them and confirming what is in those documents, they are more than welcome to. If that's not something that they want to do, that's fine as well. But those are the only two people that I trust with my medical information. I'm definitely not going to put it out there on the internet for just anyone. So that is kind of what I wanted to say about that. I do have the proof, and those two people, you know, if either of them want to pursue that, that's fine. If not, that's fine as well. But they do have, at least Callie has that proof. And with that being said, I don't want this to seem like I am trying to put a burden on them and trying to force them to make a video about me or talk about me. I just wanted, especially them, because I respect them so much and I do trust them. I trust that they're trustworthy. I wanted them to know that I'm not lying, because Zachary and Callie have both been so sweet to me, and there are people saying that I am lying and they shouldn't believe me, and for numerous reasons. But the cancer thing is something that bothers me a great deal. A lot of what people say about me doesn't bother me. Everybody's going to have an opinion, and that's fine. It's just, my mom died of cancer. My grandma died of cancer. My grandma suffered, both my mom and my grandma suffered horribly from cancer. And for anyone to think that I would lie about something that took my mom's life and my grandmother's life is very disturbing to me, and it hurts me a great deal. I have cried a lot about that, to be honest with you guys. And I try not to let things like that bother me. But it does. I'm human and I have feelings. So that's my little bit of tea, and that's the drama. I don't want to address anything further about Shaquana Jefferson or that whole circumstance, but that is where it all started. It started with her because she decided she wanted to be a nasty, vile person, and she went further than just stating her opinion. She was adamant that I was lying. So, like I've often said, if anybody has like the receipts or the proof that I'm lying about anything, please bring it to me and I will either dispel it or confirm it, because I am being 100% honest with everybody about everything in my life. I have told you guys probably more than I should have, but there's absolutely nothing that I'm lying about now. I have told you guys everything. And with these medical records, I know that there are still going to be probably some people that are like, oh, I'm sure she faked them or whatever, but I sent the whole pages and the whole thing is there for Callie to see, and if Zachary is interested in them, I will send them to him as well. I'll either send them snail mail or email or screenshots or whatever they would like. I'm more than willing to work with either of them in any way that I can, because I do have those documents in my possession and available to me. All right, let's just move on from that, shall we? And we'll just read some other comments, and I won't keep you guys too much longer because this is probably going to be a little bit long, and I don't want it to be obnoxiously long like some of my videos have been recently. The next comment comes from, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this person's name. It's Reira Miya. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because that is beyond anything that I am capable of pronouncing, just to be honest. And she says, you state that you don't want to encourage anyone to unsub from her channel. And she's speaking of Chantal, which, as you know, is against YouTube's terms of service guidelines. So you cannot tell viewers to unsub from another channel. Anyway, yet a few of the comments you've hearted are on comments from people stating just that they unsubbed or don't watch her channel anymore. Therefore, you are praising viewers that have unsubbed from her channel. You might want to rethink those hearted comments. It's your channel, but you may be getting yourself into trouble with YouTube if you don't be careful. I'll leave it at this. Thank you for listening. Okay, first of all, I didn't encourage anyone to unsubscribe from Chantal. I don't care who subscribes to who. I was merely talking about myself. I was not trying to sway anyone's opinion of her. I'm not saying that you should not watch her or not like her. I'm just telling you how I feel. And I don't, like I said, I don't hate her. I don't have ill feelings towards her. I just feel that I need to stop watching for my own emotional well-being. As far as the comments that I hearting a comment isn't encouraging anyone to do anything. Hearting a comment is acknowledging that I've read the comment, that I appreciate the person who left the comment, that took the time to leave the comment. I'm not endorsing or trying to endorse any behavior whatsoever. As far as getting in trouble with YouTube, and I might want to rethink that, I enjoy YouTube. It's very fun, and it is a great place to have my voice heard and to share my thoughts, feelings, my journey with you guys. But in the worst case scenario, let's just play devil's advocate like I said in the comment. The worst case scenario is I lose my channel. And while that would suck and I wouldn't like it, life goes on. YouTube is the virtual reality. It's not my everyday reality. If YouTube ceased to exist tomorrow, I would miss it, but I wouldn't die. It just goes on. So even though it is a part of my life, it's not in the top priorities of my life. The top priorities of my life are getting better, getting healthy, and getting into the real world. I think a lot of us that spend so much time on YouTube, and I'm not talking about, a healthy amount of time on YouTube. I'm talking about those of us who spend way too much time on YouTube. It's because we don't have that interaction in the outside world when we rather be on the internet world instead of the real world. I think that is a lot of what is wrong with the world today. There's too much social media, too much internet, and I'm part of it, and I spend way too much time on it. So I'm talking about myself as well, but I appreciate your words. I definitely listened and I did comment, but like I said, I'm not doing anything against terms of service. And if YouTube does deem that I am, and someday, if it happens, it happens. Oh well. The next comment comes from Mary Beth Wiley, and Mary Beth says, my heart goes out to the families involved in the car accident. That's heartbreaking. It definitely was heartbreaking. The accident was with 2 tractor trailers and an SUV. The one tractor trailer was completely destroyed, and it was just the pictures that I saw in the newspaper about it. It was just, the wreck was so bad that it was, I think they said it was a 52-foot tractor trailer, and everything that was in the trailer was on the interstate. I think it was carrying ranch dressing, and it was just littered all over the interstate. One of the tractor trailer drivers is one of the ones that lost their lives. I don't know who that is, but the newspaper did list the name of the person who was in the SUV that passed away, and he was a 72-year-old man from the Wheeling area. So that was very sad. It's sad for anybody to lose their life, but sad for somebody from our community to lose their life. We have bad traffic in that area. There's a lot of road work going on. It's a very dangerous stretch of the highway, so a lot of accidents have happened there over the years, and it's just very sad. Our next comment comes from Vegan for Life, Not Just for Fashion, and they said, what is your favorite horror movie? Okay, I can't say that this is my favorite horror movie, but the horror movie that creeped me out the most, that disturbed me the most, was Human Centipede. I remember watching that for the first time thinking, oh my God, what am I watching? It was just horrifying. I think I've watched it a total of 3 times. I know that there are sequels to it, but I didn't watch any of those. It was horrifying the second and third time that I watched it as well. So if anybody is not familiar with it, if you want to be creeped out and scared, that's definitely a good movie to watch. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. You can just go look it up for yourself if you don't know. But it is definitely a creepy movie. A lot of people have said that they enjoy my Mystery Mondays, and they want me to do more content like that and it to be a regular video on my channel. I am definitely down to doing that. I don't know if it'll be on Mondays, and I probably won't continue calling it Mystery Mondays. It probably won't be every week, but I definitely would be up for throwing some more spooky stories out there for you guys. I love spooky stories and I love telling stories. So I would definitely love to do that, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. All right, we'll do 2 more comments and then we will end it for today. The next comment comes from Porter Life, and Porter says, you don't look bigger than Chantal. I think you're more true to yourself and you will get there. It's a struggle every day, but you will get there. So thank you so much for your encouragement. I am definitely bigger than Chantal. I carry most of my weight in my upper section and in my apron area, and that is where I am the biggest. So sitting down, you probably can't see that in some of my videos where I've tried to do the awkward showing my whole body so I can get more comfortable. You can see that I am definitely bigger than her. Not that that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's just I am. So, but I appreciate your confidence, and I am trying to work hard to get there, to get to a more healthier place. So thank you very much. The last comment I'm going to read for today is from Leung Babe. I think that's how you say it, Leung Babe. And they ask, are you an empath and a water sign? I am definitely an empath, and I am definitely a water sign. I am a Scorpio. I am true and true to both of those. I am very emotional. Being an empath, you're very emotional, first of all, and being a Scorpio, Scorpios are extremely emotional. So I am true to both of those, pretty much so. A lot of people, it's funny because a lot of people will accuse me of being sarcastic and passive aggressive, and those are both traits of a Scorpio. I don't deny that I am either. It just is what I am, is what it is. I don't think it's a bad thing. We all have traits, and that's just one of mine. I am a very sarcastic person, and the more comfortable I am around somebody, the more sarcastic I am. Not in a bad way, but just sarcastic. I love sarcastic people. So because they get me and I get them, and that's it. Enough rambling. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. I know that there's been quite a bit of drama on my channel, and it's definitely not going to be an ongoing thing, but today is something more so than any other of the videos that I've made in the past week. It needed to be said about the cancer thing. I was tired of hearing people tell me I was a liar, and I'm sure it's going to continue. I'm well aware of that. But at least I know I have myself covered. If anybody wants the proof, there are people that I am willing to share that information with who can relay that information to you guys if they choose to. So like I said, the drama on my channel will not continue. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, but sometimes it needs to be done. You need to say things, and even though it's uncomfortable, it has to be said. So I said what I needed to say. I can't promise that I am never going to address drama ever again. I'm sure that sometime in my career of YouTube it will come up again, but it's not going to be a common occurrence or a regular occurrence on my channel. We're going back to the positivity, and I did allow comments under certain videos that were not all positive, but moving forward after this, I know that there'll probably be some negative comments on this video and some drama comments on this video, but after this, we're going back to the positive, uplifting comments, and we're going to be kind and polite and loving towards each other on my channel. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. Remember, everyone, be the love, be the light, and do good things. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.